Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Welcome to another 12 days of Christmas fun. I've lost my little piece of paper, but anyway, if you're watching this back on YouTube later, because I am premiering this video, if you're watching it back, please subscribe and let me know where you're watching from. Leave a comment because you'll go into the draw for the 12 days of Christmas projects. So every project I make over the next 12 days, I'm going to draw a lucky winner for those 12 projects to do at home for themselves. So one lucky person's going to win that, but they will have to live in Australia for that. But I am doing an international one where if you live out of Australia, I can still I'm going to pick a winner for a gift for a couple of cards that I make, or one of my creations that's easy to post in the mail. So anyway, I'm going to get started, and we're going to make I had a little box here that I think I pulled it apart. So I'm going to make this little box here, just a cute little box, and I'm going to recreate this one, and you can get two of these boxes out of, I'm just going to see if I can get that back on. I'm going to do the next one a little bit different, but that should tie up. I'll see if I can tie that back up, but I'm going to make the next one different. So a little bit different. It's going to have ribbon and that, but a little different than the front of here. So we're going to get started. So I'm going to recreate that. We're going to use the what's it called? Wonder of the Season Specialty Designer Series paper. So we're going to use a piece from there, and I already got a piece here ready to go. So, and I'm going to also use the Sweetest Time stamp and the Sweetest Borders dies, and I'm also going to use the Celebration Labels die. So, but I've got most of the things pre-cut. I've got all the things pre-cut, but I'm just going to show you what I do as I go along. So let's pop that over there somewhere. I'm running out of room. So anyway, I'm going to bring this in, my trimmer, and I'm just going to see if I can find myself here to make sure that I'm live in the right spot. And so I've got a 6 by 12 piece here. So, and I'm going to leave the 6-inch side. So I'm just going to make sure that that's 6 inches, and it is. Then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to cut it at 9.5. So we're going to have a 6-inch by 9.5 piece. Oh, not that one. That one. So on this side here, I'm just going to have a look, see if I can find myself, and I have. So hopefully I've turned that down. So I just did. So you can't hear me talking. So on the 9.5-inch side, we're going to score it at 1. So I'm just going to grab my cutting blade down there. So I'm going to score that at 1. Then we're going to take it along to 2.25. Then we're going to take it along to 6.25, 5.25, 5.25. And then we're going to take it to 6.5. So that was 1, 2.25, 5.25, and 6.5. Then we're going to turn it around, and we're going to score it at 1.25 on each side. So 1.25 on that side, and then we're going to flip it around, and we're going to do 1.25 on that side. So 1.25, and then that is all the scoring that we need to do there. So I'm going to pop that there. I'm just going to pop this up a little bit to see how I'm going and making sure that I'm in view, and hopefully it's not too bright, but I will look back later and just double check. So because I've got my light on and it may be a little bit dark, so I'm just going to pop that up a little bit more just to see how it goes. So anyway, now we've got our piece, and I'm just going to score all these, like fold all on the score lines down, to get that crease in all there. And we've got another one there, another one there. So had a great day today at Onstage, at home, so got to make some beautiful cards. So anyway, so what I'm going to do is grab my scissors, my little snips, and I'm just going to cut, like on the smallest little, you've got like two little score lines here together, and then you've got another one in the middle, like the two in the middle. So the one up on the top here, we're going to cut. So we're going to cut those ones. I'm just going to cut that on an angle, and I'm just going to cut that one out. So all I'm doing is I could just cut down that one there, and then I'm just going to miter that one on the angle up to that one. So, and that's that one, and then I'm going to cut along all these score lines down to that first score line. So you're just cutting down all these, and you've got another one there, I think. Yep, it's a bit hard to tell when you might have to turn it over that way. Go back. Cutting on the gold side, you sort of can't really see. So, and doing a video at night time doesn't help sometimes. So I'm just going to cut that down there, and cut that one down to that one, and then I've got the last one here, and we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to miter those ones, and then we're going to do the same thing on this side here. And that one went in a little bit, but that's okay. And we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to miter these little ones here that are going on the inside as well. We're just cutting a little wedge out of each one of those. So, and another thing I better mention too is, get rid of all that, is I'm just going to snip a little tiny bit off the ends of these top ones, because it makes it easier to go in when you fold them down. So I'm going to get rid of all that. So that's our box. So that'll all go together. That'll go in. So they'll glue to they glue to there. So we'll glue those ones to there, to the insides. And then this one will go over the outside, and it should just line up just nicely with the sides, and it does. So what we're going to do is the inside of our box, we're going to lay these two little flaps here down, and we're going to pop some glue onto those two little pieces, and I like to do them both at the same time. And then we're just going to bring that one up and line it up with that line so it's flush with the back. I'm going to turn that one around, and we're just going to line that one up so it's flush with the back of there as well. And I like to use glue because you've got that little bit of a, like, you can wiggle it back into shape if you don't have it. So what I'm going to do now is lay it down on its side, and I'm just going to pop some glue on those inside tabs, and you could use the gold side if you want, but I just wanted to do this side. And then we're just going to take those in to those sides there, and make sure you line them up. And mine's upside down, but that's okay. The inside of the writing's the right way around. I should have worked that out better when I was doing that, but anyway, not to worry. If you've got pattern paper like me, make sure that it's going the right way around before you And see, I might need to snip a little bit more off those, like, because to help them in the box a bit better. So I'm just going to snip a little bit more off that, and they should go down into the box nicely. And this little flap here is going to go out on the outside. So what we're going to do now is, like I said, I've got a few things pre-cut already. I've got my piece to go. This piece is going to go on the outside here, and so that's going to go there. And this piece here is actually that's where I want to put that there. And I've got another piece here, so I'll show you the stamping that I did first. So hopefully you can see it okay, because it looks a little bit glary on there. Hopefully you can see it on, I'll have to look at this back, and if I don't, if it's not very good, I'll have to redo it, because but anyway, I'm gonna show you what I did here. So I'm gonna grab I had a piece of Whisper White here somewhere, and it's over there. I'm gonna grab that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you what I stamped. So I stamped the where's my stamp set gone? So I stamped the For You with Christmas Cheer. I stamped one of the holly leaves. I stamped the candy cane, and I stamped the little berries. So we're going to do that. So I'll move that out of the way so it's not glary. So we're going to grab all our little images, and I'm just going to stamp all these, and I'm using Garden Green and Cherry Cobbler for these. So I'm just going to grab my my Cherry Cobbler, and I'm just going to do the candy cane. So I'm just going to ink one of those up. So that's my candy cane. And then I'm going to do my holly berries, my little berries. And I'm just going to stamp them up as well. And I'm going to take, and I'm going to do my Christmas cheer first. So I'll push that back in there. And I'm going to do that one in Cherry Cobbler as well. So I'm going to stick him over there. Then get rid of that ink pad, and then I'm going to grab my Garden Green, and I'm just going to do 2 of these berries. So all I do is I stamp on once, and then I stamp off for the next one. And then once I've done those, I'd run them through my my cut and emboss, and then I'd get these little pieces here, and I run that piece through the Celebration dies, the same as what I've done this. I've done that on the next size down. So we've got that, and that, and we've got our, and then we have the 2 little leaves as well. So and there's our 2 little leaves there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop this box together, but what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pop that there, because I want that to pop on there. And another thing I was meant to do, if I can find it in my mess of stuff here, is I don't know where that's gone. It was sitting right here looking at me. But anyway, yeah, I can't find it. I was going to round off these corners, but I will round them off when I find my little corner punch. And oh, there it is. I found it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop that in, and I'm going to pop that into my little corner punch there, and I'm just going to pop that in, and it just rounds the corners. So I'm just going to pop that in and make sure you've got it lined up straight. And it's a bit, I should have done this before I cut the, and I don't think that's was straight enough. I'm just going to give that a snip down there. So I'm just going to pop that into there, and like I said, doing this before you put it together, but I managed anyway. So I'm going to pop those over there. And now I've done that, what I'm going to do is, before I pop that piece on, I'm just going to shut it up for a minute. And we're going to grab some, I had some real red sheer ribbon here. And I lost that one too. I seem to be losing everything. Oh no, it's right beside me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that up. Actually, I might sit that on the inside just to see if that will work. So I'm just going to sit that on the inside to start off with, because I just want to get my ribbon happening here. So I'm just going to tie myself a bow while that's up there. So I'm just going to hopefully tie myself a bow. Just going to pop that around there. Okay, come back here, you. Make sure it's all even. And then I'm just going to grab my bow. And it's easier to make a bow when you've got something to latch onto. And I've got my bow. Once you're happy with your bow, I'm just going to snip that off. So, and once you've got that, then place your box down, and then we're going to pop this piece here up on some dimensionals. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab my big dimensionals, and I'm just going to pop, make sure you've got it in the center, and I'm just going to pop one on this side, and I'm going to pop one on that side, sort of holding that ribbon in there. And then I'm just going to grab the right side, the back side of my my other one here, and I'm just going to pop a couple either side of that, and maybe one up in there. So hopefully that will go into the center. So once you've done that, then take off your backings, and we're going to pop this all together. Once you've got that, then we're going to try to make sure you line that up so it's straight on the box, and looks about okay. And I forgot those ones too. They're no good. So once you get that straight, and this would be gorgeous in any colour. So once you've got that, and you've got that where you want it, then we can undo that that bow, and that bow is like stuck there now. And the thing is, what I want to do is I actually want that go down in there. And I didn't work that out too well, did I? I stuck that too. No, there you go. I could have went down a little bit more with those dimensionals. I wonder if I can lift that up. And that one there needs to come off. That's the one that's causing me trouble. So don't put that one right near the ribbon there. So, okay, I'll try to get you off. Okay, so I'm going to try to get that down. I don't know, I'll take that one off altogether. So now you should be able to sit that down into there, and it's sitting there just nicely. Could have went down just a tiny little bit more. There's another, okay. And this is obviously not going how I planned it, so that's sticking to the box now. So, okay. It's sticking to the dimensional in there. So maybe I might go, so I'm going to see if I might cut that off a little bit more. So I'm going to grab my little trimmer, and because I probably don't need as much as I'm just changing it up this time because I just wanted a little bit of a so I'm just going to snip a little tiny bit of this off, so just so I fit it in better. So I'm just going to cut just a little bit off the edge of that, and then we can just pop that back into our little what's it mean? It's nice to change things up and make them a bit different than what you normally do. So, and I'm just going to cut those little corners again, and there you go. So get rid of that, and get rid of all these, and hopefully now that would go down into there perfectly. Ta-da! And it is. And that's how we do our little closure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tie that back up, so you can see how easy I tied that. So all I'm going to do is tie that back up, and I'll worry about cutting it in a minute to where I want it, like how long I want the ribbon when I finish doing that. So I'm just going to lay that down, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop these, this one I'm going to glue down, so I'll just glue that, and so I'm just going to glue that sentiment onto that piece there, and I'm just going to center that. Hopefully I get it centered. So, and it's easy to center these. You just line up with all the little notches either side and up and top and bottom. And oh, not push it too hard. And once you've got that, that's your little that part. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop my little candy cane there, and I'm just going to pop, these are just going to go off to the side. So I don't know if I want it on that side or that side. I'm still working on which way I want. No, I'm going to pop it on this side here. So I'm just going to pop that down. I want that to go about there. So I'm just going to glue that down, and just having a double little look. And I think they go on the better. No, they go. I just want to pop them on top of there. So they're going to go on my candy cane there. So I'm just having a look because I'm sort of going from the picture that's in my I may have to go on that side so I can have them hang off there. Actually, I might just have my candy cane there, and I might just go a different way with my, so I might just put my holly leaves, and I'm just working it out because I'm not quite sure how I want to have it. So no, I'm just going to pop that back up there. So I'm just going to glue that there. We'll see how it goes. If it's not that well, at least I can say that I've tried. And so I'm just going to stick my candy cane there, and I was going to pop my leaves together. So I'm just going to pop those. So I'm going to pop a bit of glue on the bottom of, which way do I want it? That way or that way? So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on the bottom of that one, and that one's just going to go overlap there, and then we're just going to stick that onto the candy cane there, and I reckon I'll do that. And I should have put my sentiment over a little bit more, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pop him under there, under my candy cane there, and then we're going to grab our little and we're going to pop these up on just a mini dimensional. So Just going to pop that up on a mini dimensional, and I'm just going to pop him on top of all those where we just done that one, and I'm happy with that. So then I'm going to bring in a bit of Wink of Stella, get rid of all these. Just going to bring in a bit of Wink of Stella and a few bit of bling. So I'm going to grab my bling, and I'm going to just use my little red my real red basic rhinestones, and I'm going to grab, I was grabbing my Wink of Stella, and all I'm going to do with my Wink of Stella is I'm just going to give those little berries just a little bit of colour. So that's all I've done there. Then I'm going to grab my little gems, my rhinestones. I'm going to grab your Take a Pick tool, and I'm just going to pop just a couple around. I'm going to pop one there. I'm going to pop one there without the hair. Okay, got it. And I'm just going to pop another one probably up there. So that is my cute little box that opens with your little ribbon, and I'm just going to snip that bit off there. So probably go that way, and there you go. So you've got your little opening there. So just undo your ribbon and pull that out, and you've got your little box. So I hope you like that. It's a cute little another little gift. Like I said, I've made a heap of these before, so but there you go. So I will show you just quickly. So you just open it up, and your ribbon's still attached, so you've got your ribbon. And if you didn't want to and then you open your little box and put your little goodies in there. So I'm just going to close that back up, so that just goes back into there, and then bring your ribbon back around, and so all I'm going to do is tie that back up again. It's just easy to tie. If you're using paper like I've used, make sure that you have the pattern going the right way, or you just have one that doesn't have writing, because the inside's the right way around, but the outside is upside down, but that's okay. It adds character. The back of it's the right way, but the rest of it is upside down. But yeah, so just a warning. But there you go. Cute little project. Didn't take long at all. So yeah. So if you like that little project, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe, and please remember to leave a message so you can go into the draw to win the 12 Days of Christmas projects. So alrighty then, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you again tomorrow. Alrighty then, bye for now.